Hello, time for VOD 5. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Hang on. Okay. Straight into it. My guess is that, so it's like a question of, and we'll probably only need to use one of these two halves of the pipes. So it's like, which one do you want to use? And I guess to figure that out, it's just like looking back and forth, because I think we'd want to like move the stones to be like a back and forth pattern. Like one on this column, one on this column, that sort of thing. Or like the other way. So, actually, I'm looking down at the bottom, and I'm not sure exactly how you would, like, how would you get up? So, like, hang on, okay, just temporarily, I'm gonna, like, place Dana down here, to illustrate my point. So, like, if you have the ice down here, you, like, push it and that sort of thing, but then there's no way to climb up through this pipe, and then, like, in order to get down here to push it, you, like, need this to be uncovered, but in order to, like, get out the other way, you need this to be, like, filled in so you can, like, climb up into the pipe. So, is there a way to get into the pipe that I'm missing, or what? And it could be, maybe it's like you would put Dana, so like imagine Dana's here, you would have like a stack of 3 or something. Although, in this case, there'd be no way to like climb back out other than doing this, so it has to be like re-entering through there. And now we're stuck, but it's just testing, so it doesn't matter. So it's like, how do you do this section? My guess is that it would be better, well actually no. I think at the very least the bottom stone has to be like free moving. Like it goes between these two. But the question with that is, what do we do with the rest of them, I guess? And I'll just like try something first. Actually hang on. So first I wanna like stick this to the wall. And then yeah, it can do this sort of thing. Oh, but then I can try like going back and forth like this, because they don't. Oh wait, hang on. So don't push that just yet. Oh, how would we? Interesting. Not sure. And I'll keep this here for now, maybe? It's hard for me to figure out what to do here. And I guess, let me try the opposite arrangement. I don't really know. Oh, but then you have no way of pushing this. So, And I can make this sort of setup. Then we just have this. Although I don't know how helpful this is. I don't know, it's tough to figure out. And I'll just like and like get rid of as much ice as you can, like and I can send this here so we still keep an ice on this row and then put this here. And then like here we can do well, the same sort of method. Oh, and we can do like this classic method, like the 10-6 sort of method, you know. Then here you do this, and then little. I guess another 10-6 method would be good. Okay. So you have this stack. Not entirely sure how helpful this is, but it sure does exist, that's for sure. Could do this, potentially. Yeah, like move this over here. The thing is, like, what do you do from here? I think, this is probably the highest that we'd want this stone, because if it's like, well, the lowest, I mean. Because if it's any lower, then it might block one of the pipes. Although, there is the key factor that is, we don't need both the pipes. Just one set of them. What about, like, something like this? Not sure. This is an interesting layout. Although I think we'd not want these to be on the edges at all, because then they wouldn't be able to be like stuck to the wall, and I feel like them being stuck to the wall is what we want. That's the best case. And I think this, sticking it to the wall here, gives it a couple more options, maybe? That's not correct. And that's obviously not it. I can send an ice here for the 10-6 method. This situation, it isn't stuck to the wall, but I don't know if there is a way to do that. And you can stick it to the wall like this. And there are pipes, so I think it could work to have this sort of situation where it's like fully blocked off the two halves. Well, actually, I need to move at least one of them so we can like, and I'll just see about doing this. I don't know, this is already sort of tricky. I feel like you want to load the things as little as you can. like have them stay on the same row. I think having this stuck to the wall, even if it isn't stuck to the block, it'll be a bit better. Okay, well... Oh yeah, you can move this one to the left, and then you do this, then... Okay, yeah, 10-6 method right here. Except not yet, because you need to remove this first. Then you got the 10-6 method right here. And now you can move it to the other side. Like this. I'll just remove all of these. Actually, I do need to wait to get to this zone. This works. So now this is attached to the wall. And then... I think it would probably be better to attach both to the wall, which you can do like this. Although, I can always change that if need be. So now I can remove both of these. That seems like pretty good progress. Oh, and we do the 10-6 method. Which is like this. Oh yeah, and because you can climb into the pipe, you can like do that sort of thing to get back. I'll remove this thing. Well actually, I think you'd want to do a little like flip-flop thing here again. So well, actually, in order to we'd have to like remove, we would have to do this top one flip-flop first. Yeah, so I think it's like you flip-flop both of them. And then so now this one is stuck to the wall here. You can do the 10-6 method again. Okay. And now this is stuck to the wall. Which means I guess you can trying to think. I guess it's like another 10-6 sort of thing? I don't know. And you can stick this to the wall. And then... Okay, yeah, it's a long method. But we can have this so it's like the 3 stones in a row, or here, like stuck to the wall. And it's not quite ready yet, but... Oh, wait. Nope. Forgot that you need the little stopper here. You don't want anything to be like fully stuck against the wall, just temporarily stuck at an ice against the wall. Yeah, so now you can fully stick this, then move this to fully stick this. So if you were to get down there, that doesn't help. But if you do this... Oh wait. And if you do this... Oh, actually, you can still do it, I think. Hang on. I'm trying to think if there's a way to remove this sort of thing. So it's like, I guess if you have it as, instead of this being like stuck to the wall, it's like ice that's like separate. So let's see about this. Yeah, this works because you can do that. Actually, yeah, you can just do this because we have the this pipe here I can use. And I guess probably makes most sense to move this here. Then we can remove this ice that's blocking the way. And we can head back up here. Oh, I find it funny that there's like a little safety thing. Even though there is the undo button for safety. Like you do have that thing. Okay, so I think we have to do like a whole flip-flop for everything. Hopefully this whole like flip-flop thing is only something we have to do once for setup, and then we can repeat like just the couple ending steps for the rest of these fires. If we have to do like all this setup every fire, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Okay. Well, I think it's you start from the top down, right? So first off, you move the stones here. Then you can unstick this, and then you send the 10-6 method into action. Then you unstick it here. Then you have to move this again, so you can stick this over, and then move it back, I think. And you can remove this thing now. But there's a thing. Okay, so I think we're not quite there because we need like a little empty space to put like a stack of 2 ice in here, maybe. This does like block stuff a bit more, but hopefully it's fine. Like, hopefully it works out in the end. So there you go. That's stuck again. Oh wait, shouldn't do that just yet, cause should stick this first. Oh. Well, actually, you don't need to remove that because you're meant to be doing this. I can remove that any other time. So now you can remove this. And now replace it with this, so you can like climb out of here. I can remove this. So now it's like the opposite way, which could be better. I don't know. So I think this, it's like a little charade to make it so you can get down here to stick that right ice to the zone. And here it's the little 10-6 again. Well, actually, we don't need to do anything much else right now. So, move this over. Okay. Then 10-6 again. Actually, I don't think the 10-6 is particularly necessary because we can climb into the pipe, but actually, I'm gonna not make it a 10-6 because that probably makes it easier to do this. I don't know. I'm gonna do this. So now I'm finally into this pipe, and can get down here. Down here, and you can send ice here, but that just like blocks your method. There's no way to like do anything, so you don't need to do that or want to. I don't think. Is there a point to going in the... Well, I guess... No, I don't think there is much of a point in going into the... And I don't think there's much of a point in going into this like pipe that's like the closest to all the fires. It's like because you can't go into it from the bottom entrance because it's just fires. You can't climb into a pipe with fires because they aren't solid. And there's like no way you can get a piece of 2 ice there to do, and like even then that isn't really helpful. Then a stone, that isn't, like, you can't bring any stones because it's all like blocked in by pipes. I don't think there's much a point in doing this. So I think the main spot we want to be at is like sending a stone like you can send a stone at the little cranny next to the like pipe we don't need to enter, and then that'll like save up some room to like enter any of the bottom pipes pretty easily, as long as we just keep the one left stuck to the wall. Shouldn't be too hard. So I think here we need to do some setup to like bring stuff back to the way it was. So I guess I can just do it this way. I don't know exactly the best way of going about this, but you can do that. Then then I can do this, then do this. So step 1 is like send this over. Then step 2 is send that over. You climb over. You can swap the position real quick. Now this is attached. Although it might not be for long, I don't know. And we can move this back. And now this is all good again. I guess I'll go back to when that was like open. Actually, can I? Trying to think if it's possible to, I guess so, yeah. Well, actually, never mind, because that blocks the pipe. There's probably something I can fix with the sending a single ice block. Oh, and then I send another single ice block. Because they can be infinitely removed. So you got this. Alright, that is what you want, I think, for now. So start off with this, bring it over. In you go. And then, okay, yeah, you do. Yeah, I don't know why I thought maybe you wouldn't need to. Of course you need to, like, send the ice over. Okay. Then you do this. Oh, no. I can actually have it like this. So that is removed, but it can still do the rest of the stuff. Actually, we need to move the stuff around so I can remove the thing that's in the way. You know? Yeah. I guess. And I can send this over, and then with this, oh wait, no, this does work, because then you can remove this and head back. The question is, what next, I guess? We'll send 2 ice blocks down. I can use those. And first we need to move this over so that I can, oh, actually hang on, attach this first. Oh wait, no, our goal is to like Poma attach it, so we got that. So now I can do this. And then do that, and then you do the little method of sending stuff over, you know. So now this is Poma attached, and then this is soon to be Poma attached. Okay. So Yes, here I can do the little single ice blocks to fix up the things. Okay. So I need to... Oh gosh, okay. I guess I need to attach this one that's left, and then use that to... Wait. No way. Is that single ice block that I didn't remove gonna do it? Oh my god. I think it does. Just like... Why, man? And all of this is for the goal of, like, blocking that one pipe. But, like... There's a couple things. What if that pipe is needed, and then I'm, like, messing it up? And then... How would you... Well... No, the pipe is needed, because you place down one ice, and then... Like, once you enter this, like, pipe that's, like, below me, and then... And you, like, enter the pipe to get back out, so you can eventually, like, come around and stuff. But, like... Oh my god. This is, Okay... And this scenario, what am I meant to do? Like, oh my god. And I guess I'll undo, like, all of the steps that I did, just so I can go back to when I was there, and then add the ice, because I think that's something that's necessary. It's a lot harder to add an ice somewhere where there is none than it is to, like, remove ice that is there. Okay. This feels like so much progress lost. Okay. To fill this, then you would fill this. You just fill it all. The question is, like, how do you get back out? Like... What am I meant to do, man? Like, once you're down at the bottom, how do you, like, send an ice and still get back out? 'Cause, like... As far as I know, there's no way to do that, but... And there has to be. Like... I think... Once I reach the point where I've, like, moved everything... to where I'm, like, able to... Like, I've moved all of the stones to the left, instead of all of them being on the right. once I'm at that point, and I can't figure anything out from there, after like a couple more minutes of trying, I guess that's when I would, like throw in the towel. So do this, and then I feel like that's faster than I usually do it. Okay. So now you climb back up, and then first you move these things over. I'll just do that. Then I can do this, and then you do the little. Well, actually, you need that. But I can remove this thing with this method. I think this is a method that requires the little ice block thingies. I guess we need to move this one to the right before we can do that, or... Hang on. Oh yeah. I think I might remember what my plan was. And it's like... And if I'm able to just like fully remove this ice, then that would help. And I can maybe swap these? I don't know. I don't know if this is making it better or worse. Actually, and hang on. Okay, if you were to do... Okay, wait. I think I'm onto something. So do this, and then you can remove that, and then like climb back up. So now I go back to this being full and all that. In order to fix this attachment, we do this. I can send this back up. In order to remove this thing, we'd need to do like this setup. So okay, replace that connected one with a solo one, I think. Which means there should be another solo one here. Okay, so now that's there. I can Can I remove that, or I don't know. Probably safer not to. So let's add a 3 tall thingamajig. Actually, make it too tall for now. You have to do this. Then, okay. My only hope is that it's only something that requires, 1 round of this, or the solution is like much simpler than I'm making it out to be. I don't know. I can... No, don't do that. And that's when you do this, I guess. Oh yeah, I recall. Okay, and then here you do the little replace thingamajig. So now, finally, that's attached. I think that's what we were trying to do this whole time. Yeah, probably. If not, I have no idea what it would be that we were trying to do the whole time. I move the stuff around. This is... qawsedrift levels are so hard, man. Like... why has it gotta be like this? And they're hard in a fun way, but like... also... still very, very hard. Like... you know? Oh, is that thing again. Can you do that? I don't see a way not. And I can just copy this sort of thing. So move it. I feel like I'm like very, 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 very slowly but surely making progress. But like it being that slowly and surely, like that's a bit too slowly and surely for me. Like, can't I make a little more progress? Like, why is it gotta be like the slowest level ever? Like, I don't want it to be even longer than the one that was, that I did last time, which is like 4 hours for the intended solution. But like, if this is the thing you have to do every time for all of those flames, yeah, it's obviously gonna be longer. But like, hopefully that isn't what you have to do for every flame. If it is, I'm done for. Okay. I replace these with solo ice instead of attached ones. Is this enough? Yeah. I'll move it like this. So, now I can do that. Now I have the ability to go in here, but that doesn't help right now. So, yeah, I think we need to do, like, most, if not all of the things we did again to, like, set this up, to be attached. And then, once that's attached, we can, remove, and then, like, push this over. And then, yeah, and then I think I know how to get at least one fire. Which means I know how to get every fire. And I'll prove it, at least. I think if I get one fire, I'll look at the intended solution. Because there's gotta be a faster way than this. I just slowly but surely add this. Actually, I make a thing of 2. Yeah, you do this method. Boom. Okay. So now move all of these to the right. All the top 4 ones. Oh, this is attached. Then you move this back, so you can remove this, and then I think actually hang on. You go over here and remove this. I remember now. Yeah, and then you enter through here. And that's gonna get detached anyway, so that's fine. I assume you'd want to fill in this section as well to send the second highest ice to the other side. Oh. Okay. So you move this over. Then head over. Yeah, now we attach this here. Yeah. Okay, I'm remembering. Then here we do this, boom, and then the method here isn't too bad. Actually, now we can do this. Okay. Then I think we need to move it to the left again. So now this is attached. Oh yeah, and then we move this to the right. Okay, I think we're pretty close now. I'll just go back around to send another ice block to make this work. Okay, we're almost there, except this is still not attached. So I think there's actually a good amount we'll work to get. We're not almost there, we're just like, sorta there, I don't know, man. Actually, this is probably a much faster way of doing it. And here we do the thing you saw before. Hang on. Quick thing is, do we want that to be attached? I think so. I think that was part of the reason we were doing this. Yeah, part of the reason we were doing this was to attach this, and then the other part is to detach this, so we can like remove the ice that's below me and the one that's like down into the enemy two spaces, so that we can like push it down so everything's to the left. So yeah. Now we do this. 41 minutes in. That's crazy. So move everything to the left this time. I think it's a little shorter of a track, because you just need to move the 3 top ones to the left instead of like a bunch more to the left. Then here you do the little setup thing. 3 top ones to the left, and in a way that like attaches them, I think. Okay. We'll do this so it's shorter. Then we go around. This is silly, that's like all of them are separate things now. Well, actually, was this? Yeah, this was at the point where I can do it. Okay. So now, very shortly, all of them will be attached. Just to have this segment, and then like a little smidgen more to move it around. Okay. So if these three attached, then I guess I can send down the solo ice a couple times. So do this, boom. Okay. So now go around to move everything to the right and attach this. Then after that, all of the things on the right, all of the things will be attached to the left. Actually, we can do this now. Hang on. Is this like ready? Hang on. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, hang on a second. Actually, no, okay. I don't think it's actually a whole giant section. I don't think it's way too big. You can just do this. So right now, we can enter here. Then send one ice. Okay, hang on. Wait. Just do this, actually. So send one ice, and then sending multiple ice, that doesn't let us do anything. This just, that doesn't help. So now we're here. And I think we need to move, like, everything to the right instead of everything to the left, so that we can head down to like these two pipes, to like push the ice into it. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that is what you need to do, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go until I get a single ice, and once I get a single ice, I mean, get a single fire. And once I get a single fire, I guess just continue oh yeah, just like look up the solution once I've gotten a single fire, cause like doing it repeatedly when I like know what a possible solution to beat it like technically is, like I don't want to do that the whole time, you know, like for all like however many fires there are here. Oh, we can't. There's 39, one of which is separate from everything else. Okay. Let me move these two and wait. Hang on, we're trying to move everything to the right, so you do this. I recall now. Then you do this. You can move that to the... Well, actually, you need to do that later. So I guess, oh yeah, it's this. That's what I'm thinking of. So now, I can attach this quickly and then detach it. So I can push that to the left soon-ish. Oh yeah. Okay, and then head through here. Hang on, I'll just remove this quickly. Save a smidgen of time, you know. The classic. I feel like it would be much more fun to do, like, Hot of Fire and Freezing Ice, levels or something than these, like, the levels are good because they're hard, but also, them being hard makes it, like, annoying. Like, I'd much prefer this level if it was just, like, one fire instead of a billion identical fires, because at least the repetitive ones where it's, like, a limited number of stones that you're, like, sending onto a limited number of drawers, it's, like, a slightly different solution depending on the, like, amount of stones and ice and, like, layers you have to build up with. While this, it's, like, the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you know? Hang on. Trying to move this to the right. I guess. Oh, oh, I see. We already did that. Oh, I wish there was like a redo button. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Can do this. When you think about extending, like sending some ice over. Hang on. Okay. So you can like fully empty this side if you want. But is that what we want? The question. I think, yeah, we want this so that it's like, now there's that empty room, and I guess, okay, hang on. So we can move this stuff over. We can attach that quickly. Okay. Let me like replace this with solo ice. This is a very mind-numbing puzzle. How are you meant to... I guess you need that to not be... Okay, go back to when I originally had that empty, which is a while ago. There's no way it's over an hour for each one, because I'm not doing this for 30 plus hours. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay. And no, I do think it is this, and then I add in some ice. And then we move the ice sound around in a way that like lets us do stuff, you know. Actually, I don't think we need to do that. Yeah, we do this. Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay. So now this is gone. Okay. Progress. I don't know why I did that. So you move all these to the left in order to make it like remove that section that we want to push the thingy majiggy into. Okay, we don't want to not have this. As in, we do want to have that. I'd use like a bajillion negatives there. Alright. That's later. Is it just me, or am I doing the exact same steps with no progression? Wait. I can do this. That's the step I was missing. Wait, hang on. Is that the step I was missing? 'Cause then, I think you'd want this to be attached, so you can, like, remove this and then attach this, except that, wait, now it isn't attached. So, and let me go back to where I was. I guess do this? And I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work as it did before. And if it works as it did before, then, oh, it should work, to do the next step. So do that. And we can quickly attach this if you want. There you go. Consider yourself attached. And I can just go down through the pipes to get this one. Then this method, yeah. Hopefully you don't need that. Oh yeah, now is that what we do? I don't know. And you can attach this to the left using the same method as normal. Then actually, hang on. Okay. Keep those at the right. And hang on, I can add in ice on these. I'm very tired of this genre of level. The genre being like really, really long and repetitive, I guess. Hang on. Oh wait, hang on. Send another ice block. Oh wait, hang on. Don't need this. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, I can replace this. So now it's like, this situation. Okay. So now I send all of these to left, so I can send that one. We can remove the thing to make that one go to the right, and all these things. Yada 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 yada. The same thing repeated over and over and over and over, and I'm very frustrated. I think it comes across in my voice. No. I forget what game that's from. I stopped humming abruptly because I don't know how YouTube copyright is. It's probably pretty sensitive. I sound so tired. That's partially because I probably am to a certain extent, but yeah, this is. It's only been like an hour and a half since I started, which is like, yeah, it's a lot, but it's not like a megalodon amount. Wait, what is a megalodon amount? I don't know. Hang on. We're trying to get, yeah, all these to the left, that's what it was. What is the thing we do? I guess, yeah. I completely forgot the regular route we use for that. Hang on. I guess it's just that, and then, oh yeah, okay. Hang on. You can... Oh wait, you still need to attach that, because otherwise it would be... Wait, do you? Because now this is attached to the right. Which means, well, actually, no, we do need to, fully attach that one, because, hang on. I forget. But I know you need to fully attach it, so that's my next goal. Okay, yeah, it's not actually that hard to fully attach it. So now you do the moving of them again. That works. So you attach that. Now that's removed, which is good, I'd say. And then you can send 2 ice blocks down. So now I can attach this to the wall, then boom, that's attached to the light now. Then I think we need that in order to continue on. I don't know, man. There you go. Then do a little thingamajig where you attach this. Yeah. Then you do this. Or actually no, it's. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's like, okay, it's as simple as this. Wait. It's not completely removed, it's remove and replace, so it's attached. Okay. Let me make this a solo one. Can move this over. And now boom. So I think all that's left is to attach that one, and then, and hang on. And now you can remove that. Which I think is helpful. And it means you can't get back out, I think, but I don't know, like, this is very annoying. I'm trying to remember if it's been that point, and I'll see if there's Oh, wait. Okay. That's a definitive no, actually. Because it just got pushed into position now. So I need to swap around the position of the top 4, and then with that, hang on. With the top 4 switched around, then I can attach the bottom one, and that's what I need for the final sort of step of it. This just a step of it, or something, I don't know. Okay. And you go. Nope. Push it. Do that, and then you move this, and then you do the little reorder thing to attach that. Hello, John Attach, the CEO of attaching things. Okay, I recall this, and it's the same setup every time, over and 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 over. I don't know. Let me do that. Yeah. Okay. I think you're meant to do this. Oh, and since that's attached, now you can do this little segment. Then here you go. Now we just need to move these to the right again. We're almost done. Hang on, I think we have to do that one after. We're very close to getting the forest fire. How to escape from there? Well, that's a good question. What to do after getting the forest fire? You never know. Feels like something you should know, but you never know. Oh yes. It's this thingamabob. Then you go back around so that you can make that third one attached. And with the third one attached to the right, then now you're cooking with bacon. No, cooking with gas. That's the phrase. Okay. I don't know what he meant by now you're cooking with bacon. That's obviously just like misremembering the phrase, but like, what would that mean if it was like actually a phrase? I don't know. And now you can do this. So this, wait, hang on. That was the goal, I think. Oh yeah. So now you can move these things. I think we're good. Hang on. Can attach this. Okay, I guess just one quick little thing is like you should hang on. Send a single ice down here. Then boom. Okay. One flame in 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 33 seconds. And now, what do you do? How do you get back up, man? And I feel like it must be something to do with this section, cause like, oh my god. You know, sometimes I'm amazed at like how long, how I was so confused at that. Okay. Well, I mean, I could take out that fire and call it a day, cause it's theoretically proven possible. Like, I know how to theoretically do it in like 30+ hours, based on that. I don't particularly want to spend 30+ hours on this, so I'm gonna watch the solution video and see if, there's like a faster way to do this. So, and let me just think. You have to move all the things to the left instead, so that you can place down the ice, then come back up, and then, yeah, for every cycle you have to, okay, and, hang on, real quick, I'm gonna move this. So that's what the point of that is for. It's not to add one, it's to remove one, because, like, having a way back up doesn't help you when you're, like when you're making, having a way back up doesn't help you when you're making, when you're like trying to get down into the pipe and like hit the fire, but it does help you once you're like trying to get out of the pipe after you hit the fire. That's what I was trying to say. So it's theoretically possible, which, and I obviously knew that, cause like, I feel like qawsedrift levels, they're not, they're gonna be, like, playtested enough to be proven that it's theoretically possible. But, I wanna see what the intended solution is, so I'll just be right back and, like, mute, I guess. See you in a couple minutes. I'm back after seeing the solution. Basically, it's just like a more optimized version of my solution. Like, less undos, less, like, thinking about it, because they already know the solution. It takes, like, 17 in-game minutes per, like, round, like, per file, I guess. So, 17 minutes. And round that to, like, 18 real-time minutes, because there's a lot of, like, moving stones and stuff that pauses the timer. So, like, 18 minutes times 38 files. That's a lot, you know? This is by far the longest level. And, even if I could, like, it's 18 minutes per cycle. Assuming I'm, like, going, like 2x speed for speeding up and stuff, you know. Classic. Assuming I did that, I'd make a good amount more mistakes, so maybe like 11 minutes per route. Not exactly 9 for like going at 2x speed. Even if it's 11 times 38, that is still like hang on 1 second. 1 second. Let me calculate it. Was I muted for like hours on end? Well, oh my god, how long was I muted for? Oh my god. And I guess I'll have to use my memory for like what things I was thinking about or something. Huh. And at least the gameplay will be recorded, but I think I was muted for like a solid like 30 plus minutes. Which really sucks. I see how this is going. I don't know. Well, and that doesn't work. Yeah, and I think there's... I'll just undo back to the point where has dropping stuff, because I feel like really the crux of the puzzle right here is like what like how do you drop things. So I will save the state here and come back later. Hopefully I wasn't muted for too long, and then I'll do a little playthrough of round 8, I guess. And this is like basically the same thing. Again. Just send a bunch of ice down, and then yada yada. Okay, I was just double checking that it was unmuted now. So now you do the little first thing setup, you know. Okay. There you go. And I guess this is the crux of this one as well. And I think I think theoretically this one is gonna be this, cause that way it's like more it's like quite tall, so I'm not exactly sure what you meant to do here. And I don't know, I guess you can just like make a big stack. Yeah, do this. I don't know. It's a similar solution to the start of round 8, I think. Oh, round 7, not round 8. So, I guess here, you do like the little this thing. Yeah, I think just do this real quick, and then you can make like a big stack. Okay. Do this. I guess like we do. Actually, probably all of these should have been 2 wides, but that's fine. I can just make them act like 2 wides real quick. There you go. That still lets you go. So I'm gonna add another 2 wide and then another one, you know. You know how it goes. Okay. And I guess you could do something like this, maybe? Oh, actually, hang on. Let me have it like this. So we can get back up. Then you make a little 10-6 thing. There you go. Oh, and similarly to... Oh, wait. Okay. So... I guess for this one you'd want to not move that to the left then? Well, at least not yet. Which is a while ago that I last did that. Hello. Okay, there you go. Actually, I may as well just make them all 2 wides, because I think that's like pretty close to... Yeah. Make them all 2 wide. And except for this one. That's self-explanatory. This one, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so let's make a stack of here. I can probably figure out how to move this stuff with this sort of arrangement. I know, maybe like, this sort of thing. Then, oh, and I can just like bring this over. Oh, yeah, actually that works, I think. Wait, hang on. There you go. That's actually like perfect. I guess here you'd want to move this one like onto the same spot as the other stone. Since if you move it one to the left, then you can never get it back. Actually, do this. Hang on. There you go. So it's one further. You can do this. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how to approach this in a way that like gets rid of that ice structure and still lets me like maybe something like hang on. Or actually, let me just do this. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on. I can do this. What about this? It's like one of those little contraptions. Perfect. Actually, I can just do that now. Okay. So make a little staircase thing. Whoa. We'll start with this, although I might need to change it a bit. Actually, I can do this maybe. Actually, I'll keep this. Then you do the slow movement. Okay. Basically, except for one tiny detail, which is that, hang on. I can... Hang on. Let me just... Wait, hang on. I'm trying to think about how to do this. Actually, it could be, instead of this one being like jutting out, it like it like lets you go in. I see. Okay. So, nope, no. You move that, and then you can connect this. Then you move that and move that. Oh, okay. Basically, except you can't really climb this. You have to move it like this. We're making good progress on this one. I think earlier I said once it passes midnight I'd stop, and just a hunch, I think it's past midnight. You never know, but just a hunch. Saying just a hunch when a clock is right there and I'm beating it is silly. And let me double check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. So 1 stone for every fire door. It's to be expected, but gotta double check, you know. I think this is good progress. I can follow a similar pattern for round 7. Although it'll be slightly different because the fire door is like a different spot, like this one that's to the left of me. I guess, oh no, you can only, have a stack of like 2 of these stones at a time, like to the right here. So I guess, do that, and then I make a couple more layers. Good. I'm gonna do like extend each to be like 3 wide, I think. Oh, I can probably would it be better to replace that? Oh, actually, there's no way to do that. And I guess I'll... Oh, yeah, that's sure that works. Then, let me move this. I can, like, move it to here. And then... yeah, actually, just bring... It's pretty easy to add more ice when necessary. So I can do this. Actually, I think that might be too close. Hang on. Oh, wait. Huh. Okay. So, in this case, there's no way to bring it back because the thing is already there. So, I'll have to return until when I, like, last push that over. So, like, I need to change it so it's, like, not pushed over. Okay. So, I just, like, quickly come on down. Oh. That's not what I intended, but sure. I can move this over. And now this is here. So now I can do that sort of thing. And I just need to, like, keep repeating that. Okay. And I think once I bring this down like another level or so, that'll be a good stopping point. Because it is quite late in the day. In the day is in huge quotation marks, because it's 12:30 a.m. So yeah, and I want to save myself a good amount of time to, like, actually record this. Not record. I am recording it. To, like, upload this VOD. So what is it again? Hang on. I see if this works. Not entirely sure if it does yet, but if it does, that's perfect. Nice, it does. Now I can, like, quickly move this over, and then do another thing. Okay, so this is the lowest thing you can do there. May as well bring this back to the main area. I don't know. I think probably a similar thing to before would be good. Can do this. Okay. Oh, actually, hang on, I head back just to save a bit of extra time. So we don't want to move this just yet. And we also don't want to move it just yet. So this goes back where it was. And then I guess we can move this back here, maybe? Yeah, I think so. And there you go. So we got that set up. Yeah, so I can like go down here and then do that sort of thing. Is there anything else? Hang on. Trying to think about like what to do there, and let's add the little things. Okay, so now I got that set up as well. So I can just quickly check. Is there anything wrong with this? That's actually an easy fix. It's just like make everything like make it one larger, I guess. So now those are down. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hey. Does this work? Let me see. Okay, just make it. Yeah, okay. Almost works. I just need to make it slightly differently. Like bring the thing, like it would be here, which means that we need to slightly change this so that the stone is here. Hang on. Okay. I like replace this sort of thing. Yeah, okay. Hang on. You do this. Okay. I think this is it. So, remove this. Move this. Move this, remove this, remove this. Move. Get rid of this. And then you can... just push. Okay, basically, oh wait, what? Hang on. There's this to think about. You know, this is an interesting detail. Yeah, my question is like, what do you do here? And I guess this would be as good a time as any to stop for now, because it's like 12:45 a.m. And then this is But we'll save. Yeah, save. I'm in the middle of every level now. I think this one is probably the one I'm farthest in. Then you have State 5, which is like I'm not too far into it, but like it's pretty similar to the other one, so I think I'll be able to figure it out. Then you have this one, which is I don't know exactly how to do it. It's sort of confusing. It's probably harder than this one. Although I'm like relatively far into it, I have the thing set up. And then technically I could do this, but like, man, I'm not doing that. Then yeah, and yeah, you have 3, 4, 5, 6 left. And then one I also have left to do. Oh yeah, 0 is for like any % one, or like if I want to practice any level, because it has like all the things unlocked. Then like 9 is like before the things got replaced by the qawsedrift levels. Then 8 is after. I got like 3 through 6 for, I guess sort of 2 through 6 for the levels. But yeah, and I can exit for now, but well, I've started all 4 levels. I think I'll do round 8 next, because that's what I feel closest to beating. And hopefully I can beat them without any hints, although it won't be the end of the world if I need a hint. Yeah, I'll just stop the recording now. This is probably the longest VOD yet, which is interesting. Bye bye.